in this series.
I mean, they're allowed to. They just have to sit in the right order, right?
Now, we know Mikyx wants to play Siren. That's a guaranteed one, because Max already did it in Korea. Ran with all the highlights. No one is talking about Mikyx Siren anymore.
Yeah.
He wants to show something today. Funny enough, whenever he wants to play it, it turns... the entire team kind of tells him no, because the last time he did play it, it didn't work.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, now that they don't have to worry about too much, this doesn't affect the playoff seeding, this might be the time to bring it out.
Nice
but
try
all the
hard
bans, they are definitely a little bit more what to be expected. That Malzahar, the last one on H2K side, they already had the Fizz and the Camille. Back to Splyce for their final ban.
See, he probably has the book with him on stage. Yamato Cannon, nothing. Yorick ban, very interesting here.
All right.
Makes a lot of sense in a game like this, because Yorick is just not a fun champion at all.
No, he's an anti-fun champion.
And Odoamne is the kind of guy who just pick Yorick and just deadpan play it all game long.
For H2K, still got some time on the board, and it's a Rengar lock-in first for Jankos. Try hard pick.
I mean, I think H2K is going to pick fairly seriously here in game 1, and Splyce is just going to be all over the place. There's all kind of dumb stuff.
Crowd pleaser hovers, though, at the very
that
least.
was another one.
Yeah,
This can be mid, support, AD carry, jungle, basically everything if you're Splyce. That is not too try-hard.
All right, the Ezreal lock-in.
Oh, it is
AD carries up and available.
Oh, it's the Rammus hover when you play Odoamne.
You have to.
That is
having a good time.
The thinking. This is where you control your teammates, by the way, and just kind of pick for them. Be like, oh, Wunder, you want Maokai? Sure, here's Maokai.
Saw that one yesterday over in an LCS, the Karthus pick.
Man, I was so mad in the last game of Liquid and Goldcon United with the bans from Goldcon United.
Promo is what I meant to say, yeah.
In the promos, yeah, I was like, why would you start banning out 80 carries when, you know, pick that is only shown things like Ari? Just ban it, just get rid of it. Like, man, anyway, I was just...
Another game, Deficio.
It was just last night, I was in bed, I was watching, being like, that doesn't make any sense for a game 5.
Did it keep you up at night?
Anyway, I didn't, because I fell asleep before the game actually started, so...
Well, tells you all you need to know about that, I suppose. Well, okay, the Varus is locked in for H2K's side after a couple interesting hovers. Let's see what's followed up by. So far, so standard for these two teams.
Yeah. See the crowd not getting baited instantly by the Teemo. It is a classic. I think we have a fairly serious pick and ban phase here, where it's guys like Wunder we're looking at for like, ooh, what is he gonna play? There's a lot of talk about Aatrox in the makeup room. Champion we never get to see, really.
For a long time. One thing that did make it through the pick and ban phase, though, rarely, is the Shen. It's locked in by Odoamne.
So H2K, strong composition so far. Probably he's here to have some serious pick and ban phasing. Like Shen top lane with Varus bot lane. That means you get a strong bottom side. Pyre, TP in with the Shen. All right, that's something.
Got the Warwick lock-in. I mean, it's not something that's unheard of here in Europe. We've seen it being played a couple of times. Jankos even picked it up on a handful.
Now, this could be mid lane Warwick, top lane Warwick. Funny enough, funny story. Not funny story, just whatever.
Just a story.
When Warwick was reworked, I was looking through all the solo queue accounts, like all the pro players, being like, anyone playing this? And I actually saw a bit of Warwick top lane from certain players. I can't say any names, but he may be on stage.
Well.
So I think there's a good chance this one will go top lane. It is obnoxious to play against because his sustain is strong and he's so hard to kill.
Well, it may just be the case. I mean, Trashy, he really did enjoy himself the Gragas back when that was pretty much the jungle pickup last year. Let's see as the final phase of bans gets rounded out. It was Kale banned by H2K and
good Draven ban here.
Draven, of course.
Smart Draven ban. Don't want that Draven mid lane from Febiven. That's what he's known for, obviously. That's where his name is coming from, the Draven.
Yeah.
Right?
Fun story, that one. How did that go again?
Fib Draven.
Yeah.
Yeah,
makes sense.
I'm pretty sure that's how,
of course,
you know, he got that name.
Yep, there's the Karma ban.
I want to see some Riven, and I want to see something fun mid lane.
Yep.
Talked to Sencux about it. Gave him a few ideas, but so far, we don't know. Maybe he's going to last pick at Pyre.
Well, I mean, they have been hiding a little bit of what they could be doing in terms of how they round this composition out. It's a lot of flexibility. 9 seconds on the Splyce board.
I'm going to guess Garen's support here, if that gets locked in. Lee Sin support is another one. Yeah, that's Lee Sin support. I'm saying Lee Sin support already.
All right, so there's the Lee Sin. All right, coolio.
So I'm saying right now, Warwick top, Lee Sin jungle, Gragas support. That's what I'm going with for now.
You know what I just realized? There's a pattern in the way that Splyce bans actually played out. You look at the first letter of every one of those champions. That's Syndra, S, Poppy, P, Yorick, Y. And then what's the bottom?
X, D.
Just a little bit.
Not bad, Pyra.
Not bad.
I
actually got that one from production. I'm totally.
You don't need to say that. It's fine.
Totally
it's
not
fine.
that smart, unfortunately. The Orianna's locked in, so Febiven is going for the save. This is
Probably
like this
hates
is a save.
fun. Probably's like, I don't want to have any fun here.
Right.
I just want dead serious pick and ban phase.
Sad boys.
Support we missing could be just Karma's gone, so can't be that one. Lulu's available.
Chei played this the other day.
Fine.
I mean, I could see the brand coming back again.
Is that Mikyx Cyan against it?
That's the question. 2 seconds on the clock. H2K are going to elect to lock the Braum.
Boo. Oh, boo, boo. See? Crowd is with me.
Gotcha.
Actually, no, we shouldn't make fun of people for taking it serious. That's perfectly fine. Splyce guys, obviously, with a very meta draft so far. Drafting 3 junglers, 3 potential top laners, 3 potential supports.
You don't know who's going to be in the jungle.
Support is a thing. That's mid lane.
That's a Lux
That's mid lane.
Okay.
I'm sticking to my Warwick top, Gragas support, Lee Sin jungle.
Let's see if you're right.
Because you gotta wait. Is this Ezreal jungle? Could be Ezreal jungle. Oh, okay, good. That got it right. I knew that Warwick top was gonna happen at some point.
I'm glad all the years and years of preparation has made you able to predict this draft correctly.
That's the thing, you know, when you go through all these solo queue accounts, you get all these weird picks, but you kind of remember them because you're like, yeah, that could actually be a thing. We also saw some Gragas support yesterday.
All right. So what I really want to know is assuming this Warwick does stay up in the top side, they don't have too much time on it. How does this one work? How is that going to play out? Because the last time I remember Warwick being top, it was a man named Darian.
That's true. Didn't change that much, seeing as it's all about push, sustain. Shen will never kill him. Then you get level 6, your jungler shows up, and you have this ulti that you can just kind of hit from super close range, and you can stun up the Shen, and then you become this like fed bruiser who can just kill the enemy backline so easily if he's ahead.
Looks like the coaches, instead of handshakes, trading poros today. There we go. We'll see who comes out ahead. H2K so far playing this one out standard, but Yamato throwing some curveballs. His team looking to have some fun on the board today. We'll find out who's comp reigns supreme. If you believe in the Splyce boys, get on Twitter at LL eSports.
I mean, you have to believe in that comp.
Hashtag SPY win Deficio. I know what you're tweeting. But if you think H2K is going to crush them down and delete the off-meta choices, hashtag H2K win.
Oh, yeah. H2K, the meta slaves versus Splyce, the innovators. What a game, Pyre. Man, it would be so embarrassing for all the guys on H2K side if they lose with this comp and they're like against Warwick top lane.
You're putting the pressure on him, man.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of the picks from Splyce actually do make sense. Like, Warwick top lane is not garbage. Lux mid lane is definitely not bad. They're just not standard picks.
Of course, but sometimes you've got to try something a little bit different, and we'll see if H2K can handle it.
And we also see Trashy joining the rest of the guys here when it comes to picking fun stuff, because his Lee Sin is normally a little bit of a joke, but we will see what he can do today on it. Maybe this is what he shows. Maybe he shows, you know, the sick mechanics he's been working on.
Now that
is sweet.
Is a friendly mid lane.
Yeah, that's nice. This is why you actually just like ruin the whole thing and you have 5 guys or four guys in the brush.
Spam emotes only, no auto attacks. It's difficult to do. You got to turn off auto attack.
Yeah, I played against an Ezreal in ARAM who had who needs a map, bind it to every ability. So no matter what he did, you would just hear, who needs a map, who needs a map, who needs a map?
Oh, Odo hit Wunder. That's not cool, man.
That's unfair.
Yeah.
Luckily, Warwick doesn't care.
Okay, he's got sustain, it's fine.
Got some AP as well,
well, it was fun while it lasted. Okay, yeah, we do. Doran's ring up in the top lane.
So, he sitting on 19 AP early on. Everyone in solo queue, take note. Let's see what magic, if he has any magic pen. Yeah, it's a little bit of magic pen as well.
Sweetness. Okay. Looks like we're getting down into business. The Elise start on the red buff. Wunder helping out Trashy. Meanwhile, Jankos is solo on his Raptor camp, and no surprise bush trickery. It was just a dance party in each lane.
We had a moment 2 days ago, Pyra, where we showed the junglers, only the junglers, for like 4 minutes straight. Now we are showing different things. We want to see Warwick. No, actually, Warwick top is going to be super boring. We can like pick once or twice, maybe. I want you to get super excited when we show it. Like, just start play by playing. Like, it's almost like a fight happening.
Oh, I've been training for this. I can do it.
Good.
Awesome.
It's like the classic one whenever we show the tanks top. I really don't know what's going to happen in these matchups.
Yeah, it's going to be a little weird. I mean, well, the bottom lane you'd think is going to push a little harder because of Varus into Ezreal, but it's 2 melee bottoms, and honestly, I feel like it's up to Trashy to decide where he wants to try and make moves on the map.
I agree. I want to see Trashy listen. Not something we get to see very often. It's typically things like Elise we've seen lately from him.
He has been stepping up with early game play. I mean, that's nice to see from Trashy. His evolution as a player, in all seriousness, it has been better.
I mean, I just flamed him out of nowhere just before, so now he can prove me wrong. Luckily, he's always ready for some banter. Never gonna hurt him. Top lane Warwick is losing, Pyra.
That's unfortunate.
Suck, Wunder.
I mean, he's down 1 CS. That's pretty...
Yeah, he's losing.
2 CS.
He's losing.
All right.
This big wave doesn't matter. He's not going to last hit him.
Yeah, got the taunt off. Wunder taking a little low here. Ooh. Back away. Keep an eye, though. He's able to start pushing back. If he gets pushed in, maybe that's where Trashy wants to head.
Yeah, see, he's nervous.
Got to be careful up against Odoamne.
Late in the abilities.
And there's a terror in the top lane.
I remember when Warwick top was a thing, man. I'm so glad we nerfed it back before we even reworked it.
This was the Darien days,
This was the Darien days.
But I mean, he used to feed to win, right? Maybe that's Wunder's plan.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure on Warwick he didn't actually feed. I'm pretty sure...
Oh, that was Aatrox.
He would just be unkillable in lane, and then in a team fight he would just pick whatever target they wanted to kill, and you just couldn't do anything. Like, Fed Warwick had so much sustain. All right, Pyre, look. Trashy.
He's going around.
He's around.
Let's see if he can get the moves on the bottom.
Gragas support ganks are pretty sick with Body Slam Flash. Like, you can't actually react properly against it if you don't know the jungler is there.
Trashy with the setup. He's trying to make sure there's no other jungler around.
Go for Chei. Just go for Chei.
Here he goes. Lands a Sonic Wave, and not going to go for Chei.
That's...
Oh, man.
Why did you like that?
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
Yeah, that was good, man.
All right, let's go back up top lane. Forget that happened, Deficio. Wunder's having trouble.
Wunder's losing lane.
Ooh, we got the fear off, though.
Look at that sick harass. So the AP start Q obviously does scale a bit of AP on AP.
It's hard for him to keep these trades though, right? Because Odoamne, he's gone for a safer choice and gone for those Rejuve beads. It's hard for Wunder to really match it. Now Jankos is running straight into Trashy right here. It's fighting the jungle. Oh, the Sonic Wave misses. Unfortunate.
Yeah, not a great start for Trashy.
Yeah, Kobbe could be in trouble too. Chei on the front. There's the piercing arrow. Trashy is having a bit of a hard time getting things going here. Losing out in farm to Jankos as well.
So it's funny because last split when we had a Splyce game, they didn't actually matter in the standings. They also had some of these fun picks.
Yeah, they played the Jin Sion bot lane. I remember that against Unicorn.
They had Sion bot lane. They had Talia top lane for some of it, I remember. Kali top, I think,
that was just like a
them.
Wunder thing. Yeah, he did the Talia top over a while. That was legit though.
That was actually legit. It's true. He had a Kali top in that series. And it was the same. Like the first few minutes seemed like a serious, like dead serious game. But then when laning phase like starts to end, they just went nuts, like all over the place, killing people left and right and dying left and right as well. Might happen in this series. H2K, again, trying to play it normal. Could be a scrim against a team who likes to experience with a lot of weird picks. Some teams do that.
Well, I mean, they're both playoff-bound teams, and even though they're in the same group, it's not out of the realm of possibility they could end up matching each other, so this is valuable practice, but for the team scouting them, not sure how much they'll get out of it.
Well, that depends. That depends. Maybe Warwick is secret OP.
Why would they bring it out now, though?
Because they want people to know they can play it, and they're going to be like, do we need to ban this? Now, that's not how it works in a pick and ban phase like this, because so many of the picks are funny. So therefore, people will just say, no, you're never going to play this normally. Lux, though, Pyre hasn't been used.
It has been a long time since we've seen it come out, actually.
Who played it?
That is a good question. I have to go back in the annals.
It was Ica.
Was it Ica? Oh,
yeah.
no, it was actually XPeke. I'm getting from stats.
Oh, really?
XPeke, excuse me. Pepinero, the formerly named. But let's get back into this game. Nuclear's going down. It's first blood, Deficio. That's Gragas. That's the power of the barrel.
Wait, he can kill Chei as well. Why is he running away from Chei?
I don't know. I didn't like
he probably thought Jankos was there. He thought Jankos was bot lane.
I mean, that was a lot of summoners burned right there. They didn't have anything else left.
Trashy's here.
Here we go. Round 2 fight. And he goes on to Chei. Follows. Unbreakable. The barrel comes out too late. Chei's going to make his escape under tower. Still, though, Splyce, they're holding the lead right now. It's slim, but they got the first blood.
Yeah, I actually think Gragas' support is fairly legit. Good setup here from them. Mikyx always trying to bring out new stuff. No Sion, though. Just disappointing.
Nah, he's already played that one. It's okay. All right, Sencux is going to get the wave clear on. It's hard really to go all in on Febiven. We saw a little bit of action earlier on, but it's just love taps in all honesty. I'm
disappointed in Sencux, though, because we talked about this before. And he was like, yeah, Lux is boring, you know, you just wave clear.
Yeah.
You want something more, like, unique?
Oh, he's not even playing the elemental skin. If you're going to play Lux, you got to go all in.
Yeah, I know. And then he just goes with Lux, waves clears in the mid lane, and waits for the team. Trashy's over 5.
Yeah, I mean, Trashy has been trying to make moves. He
needs
did
6.
go in a lot of times down bot, but it's kept him behind on experience a little bit. At least Jankos isn't 6 yet, but he's got to be careful. Jankos is inside his jungle.
They're giving us a lot of time to fill here. Because
there's a lot to talk about, Deficio.
Well, it's hard to talk about things like Warwick top.
We don't have to talk about Warwick top. What would you like to talk about? How's your day been?
It's been fine.
It's good.
I have some of these nightmares. Same nightmare I have a few times where it's like I'm late for the show, and then I'm kind of rushing to get ready, and then when the camera's about to go on and we're about to go live, I didn't get dressed or anything, and I'm just all over the place. And then they have to like delay the whole show because I have to get dressed, and it takes forever. And it's like, it feels super tough for me to get ready. So if someone is really good at analyzing dreams, please tell me what that means. But
yeah,
I have it a few times.
I couldn't tell you, but it looks like it might be in for a nightmare up top for Wunder right now. In goes Jankos, but he's dressed by the Wunder. Let's see who's going to come out on top. Uh-oh, Odoamne has the shield on Wunder. He's going to have to burn flash, but under tower, Jankos turns it back around.
Oh, it looks so good, though.
Wait, the laser! Oh, that one hurt. All right, now the fight's all up in the top side. Kicks flying. Odoamne on top of Sencux grabs himself a kill. Carnage everywhere. It ends up being a 2 for 1.
For a moment, Pyro looked really good here for Splyce with the Warwick ulti. Said, you know, short range, you can always hit it, ton of damage.
Didn't get the kill off in time, though, and then Odo was able to get the Stand United. Here it is again.
Yeah, let's see it again. So Jankos, he's spotted. Nice bait. Good here, ulti as well.
It's good fear.
Heals back up, and then Trashy's only level 5. So no ulti here was pretty huge. Luckily, the Cooks is on his way.
This was sick.
Sick play, man.
Oh, well-earned gold. Okay, gets the heal off, and yeah, you know what happens next.
Yeah, you know what happens. He's not getting out. He's not getting out, sadly.
Like, sorry, bro.
All right. Game is open, though. We need some towers down.
Yeah, it's 2-2. I mean, it's all been about the fights, but you can see that H2K, they have the gold lead. There's the big barrel. They're going to knock Nuclear, and Chei hops to him. Oh, that's not enough. Intercepted. Kobbe, both AD carries going down here. And now it's the Portal Combat down bot.
I love the bot lane, though. Mikyx, always able to go aggressive. Baits in his AD carry.
He's not afraid, man.
No, they get 1 for 1.
I mean, it's not bad for an Ezreal starting out. Just trying to stack on his tier at the minute. Less battle stats.
Oh.
They're trying to poke things out. Yeah, they just keep playing.
Cheating.
Here comes
Jankos. It's not good, Pyro.
Tag. There's the Bola.
Run,
He's
Mikyx!
unfortunately on the wrong side of the map right now. He's not going to live.
Ah. Nope.
Wait. There we go. Good job, Jankos. You cleaned up.
What a way to die.
He interrupted the 1-on-1. That wasn't cool, though.
Oh, is he going to go proto build Gragas? That would be pretty badass if he did.
I mean, extra gap close, why not?
Because he's not going Gunblade Gragas. That would just be weird.
All right, well, I mean...
Wait, maybe he is, actually.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm going to say proto build.
I'll defer to your expertise for the time being. Jankos is able to get out of range of Trashy. Did not connect on the Sonic Wave, even close to it. He's been having a couple of misfires this game, but see if he's just warming up. 10 minutes into this game, we've had a lot of kills to Deficio, but no towers yet. No one's playing the objective game. No one needs to.
No one needs to. I want to see them use this fed Gragas. Get that bot lane tower, Pyro.
Yeah, maybe he starts building AP anyways.
You should probably... Yeah, he will. He will.
Yeah. I mean, they have a lot of AP on this comp, right?
I mean, that's the thing. You don't pick Gragas support in a game like this and then build full tank. Like, then you're just boring.
That's what happens when you autofill support and you're like, I actually want to be a carry. Yeah.
Exactly.
Give me all the kills.
It used to be things like Brand all the time. Then Zyra actually became meta, so all the mid laners didn't mind getting support. And now I actually feel like sometimes if you queue up as a support, there's a high chance you get like 80 carry instead.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. I was feeling I'm getting more 80 carry than support lately.
You're just not accepting autofill as much.
Yeah, it's also because I queue up as 80 carry in mid lane. But
there you go. I'm always queuing up his top, but they autofill me jungle. Don't want to see that. Okay, speaking of jungle, Trashy. Ooh, Chei's flashing out. Let's see if he gets out. I don't think so. He's slowed for days. And Nuclear arrows him.
Doesn't get more than a 1 out of 10 for now.
I mean, that's his first death. Come on.
Oh, yeah, I'm just saying. To be fair, that was a good flash from Chei.
Okay, Wunder could be in trouble here. Jankos has been all over the map, and he continues. The Krugs are coming in tow. Maybe assisting Wunder for just a second. Under tower, that's a lot of damage dealt onto Jankos as Odoamne is forced to tank turret. In comes the True Shot Barrage, followed by the barrel.
Mikyx,
into the pop of Nuclear. Mikyx making the big plays, but Kobbe is unable to keep pace right now. There's the heal, the double flashes. Odo's coming in. And now the dual lane to Splyce can't get anywhere. Odo right at their tails.
Look at that, man. Gragas is going to be meta down support. Baiting out that ulti.
Here comes Febiven. They want to dive this.
Baby.
Oh boy, he's got a big shockwave. He's going to use it on Mikyx. No, he's dodged out.
Oh, no, look at that.
Okay.
And now, let's see. The Cooks.
He's here. Stun doesn't land.
Miss.
He's 0 for 2. Oh! Trashy, though, he gets the kickoff and right into Febiven, but no one else has any damage. Unfortunately, Febiven gets Trashy. Mikyx trying to make some more plays. Chei will fall. In comes Wunder, right around the backside, looking for nuclear. Doesn't have the damage, but a double kill for Sencux. And finally, Wunder's able to pick one up on the board.
Oh,
big 3 for 1
man.
for Splyce.
Yeah, one of the big problems for Lux always is the cooldowns. He already used everything, missed it, and then when Trashy kicked him in, sadly he had nothing, but Wunder shows up.
All right, meanwhile, Jankos was getting tower up top. He's the one playing the objective game, but that's not important to Deficio.
No,
Important thing is Splyce, we're able to get some kills.
And they get bot top high. This is fine. This is a good trade. This is a macro trade. It's a rotation. A TP rotation from Wunder.
I mean, it was a bit wonky at first because of the lack of abilities off cooldown. So Trashy went in and he's like, come on, combo it. Oh, I don't have anything.
You don't need to hit skill shots. You need to zone with them. Look here, he's forcing Febi to run towards him and not his team.
That was
Trashy kicks him further towards Sencux. No cooldowns, but then the TP Wunder is behind them. They don't even realize. He actually just completely surprised him.
Yep, and the laser.
Sick laser.
All right, Odoamne was the only one that made that one out alive. And, well, Trashy, at least he's having a good time.
That was a good kick. That's a good kick.
Yeah, nicely played.
Also, Warwick is like one of the best 1v1 champions. If he gets in there, dealing with the AD carry.
Oh, speaking of flanking, Jankos comes in onto Sencux, who's trying to outplay Febiven, but nothing doing. Can Febiven walk it out? The true shot barrage. Not enough. The barrel knocks into safety. They tried. Trashy wants to finish the job. A kick to the back of the head. Now can he make it out alive? Great escape, Trashy. Can you do it? Bola strike.
He's
Mikyx
fine.
flash.
He's
Okay.
fine.
All right, but now Mikyx might be in trouble.
No,
He's over the wall. Oh man, Jankos wants this. Full-on aggression today.
Jankos is so angry.
Yeah.
His entire team was flaming him in the makeup room because he was inting against Origin. Now he's just like, he's on fire, man.
Trying to make up for lost time.
Yeah, he just wants to win this game as fast as possible. Only 14 minutes in, 14 kills, not bad.
Yep. You know, there's all the weird stuff that we have seen in this game so far, Deficio. I feel like there's always a couple of things you miss out on, and like the Fervor Battle Shen, he's getting those extra auto attacks.
I've seen that quite a few times now.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in Europe, something we see quite a lot.
Oh, I was missing it.
I'm pretty sure it is being used around the world as well.
Oh, okay. Well, more normal than I thought it was.
Some of the other Keystones Pyro have been nerfed. A bit like
no, that's true.
Courage Shen, Grasp with the Undying used to be, but then...
I mean, Grasp is still good for trading, right? But you're able to split push a little more effectively, maybe battle stats for...
Yeah, got to keep in mind, you're going to have some of these long trades against melee champions, where you get a lot of stacks.
Oh, yeah. But, let's check in on items. Battle stats are important, right? Blade of the Rune King complete for nuclear. Obviously, on the other side, Kobbe's still trying to stack up, getting both of his tier upgrade item and Trinity Force still a couple items away.
I like the Warwick build.
Gonna need some time. The Warwick build's good.
You go Tiamat,
solid.
Then you go for Trinity Force, and then you go for your Titanic Hydra.
Jankos looking to make the play. They've sandwiched Mikyx. Oh boy, Nuclear gets the kill on that one. His third of the game. He's starting to stack up the damage as well.
Again, I feel like while Splyce are trying to make some of these crazy plays, H2K is kind of playing fairly slow and steady. And they're just gonna take... Oh, never mind, they're not gonna get this tower.
No, they're try.
Wave plays here.
Still though, it's 2 objectives, 2 towers to the 1. Splyce haven't been able to really turn around as much as possible. It's been difficult. Laser, ooh, that's not gonna land. Febi walks it out.
Let's replay that one.
You are all full of flame today, Deficio.
No flaming. It was a nice dodge. I'm praising Febiven for his game knowledge, Pyra.
I read it wrong.
I learned last week.
Maybe it's been the laughing that kind of like gave it away.
That I have to be more positive, Pyra.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you learned that lesson.
I think we should replay it, but only show Febiven's sidestep.
Well, looks like asking you shall receive.
Focus on the Fizzy. Look, great sidestep.
Oh, okay, that was pretty good.
That's why he's a pro player.
Yeah, that's good. I couldn't have done that. All right, checking back in with things. Looks like we've settled back in. Up at the top and in the bottom, extended laning phase, just trying to keep pushing the waves up at the middle. Everyone's been pinging around it. See if they want him to go in, make a play.
And we need some A-ramming soon. I don't know.
5-on-5.
Why they're still playing all 3 lanes?
I feel like it's the H2K.
I mean, I think Splyce come 5-on-5 is pretty strong. Like,
yeah.
Okay, Warwick 5-on-5.
You gotta be careful if you group for that shockwave, though. That's always the problem.
Yeah. Like, Warwick 5-on-5 is not the greatest.
They have 2 ball delivery systems, right? 3 if you count Braum. Speaking of 1, Jankos goes in on Trashy.
But whenever you have Lux in a team fight, it takes one classic H2K moment where they forget what to do in the game, and they all stand like in a row, and then a laser flies through, and then Sencux will win the entire game for Splyce. I'm actually going to say that will happen this game at least once. Because it wouldn't be an H2K game.
Well, it can't happen more than once
blunder.
if Splyce ends up winning the game.
That's true. So it will just happen once.
Okay.
But it will happen.
When will it happen, Deficio?
He will get at least a 3-man laser because H2K is walking through a choke point. Someone note it down. Also, Jankos joining the fun with the BF sword. Wants a proper damage. He's going.
Oh, Sencux, he does not get it off in time. Gets deleted by Febiven. Trashy now on the retreat. H2K, they smelled blood and they went for it.
It's going to be one of these games here, Pyro, where people remember how we said when we changed Rengar. It's all about, you know, removing some of that burst. We want to give a little more counter play.
Yeah.
And with Jankos' build here, we're going to get some moments where he jumps in and like 3 shots and 80 carry.
Oh, we're seeing that so far. 3-1-3 right now.
This one he had a shockwave to help, so a little bit of cheating, but...
Yeah, that's true. Still, Splyce trying to defend here.
Come on.
Wunder's on the scent.
So here's what's going to happen. Mikyx going to go in, body slam flash. He's going to split them all up. Then Wunder's going to find his single target. He will destroy that target. Full damage Warwick with his ulti against squishy targets will almost kill you through the ulti.
But the X factor there might just be Chei. They got the Braum.
Oh yeah, Braum is the thing.
They get a big knockup.
But that's why we need the ulti from Mikyx to split them up.
Yeah. You can do it. Splyce looking like maybe they designed the comp just with that in mind.
Everyone getting a preview of potential semifinal here.
There we go again. Sencux, yeah.
Right, let's see how much
he got deleted.
Jankos did. Actually, it was just shockwave, whatever. Soon he will deal damage.
Yeah.
If he doesn't go Infinity Edge with that BF sword, then I'm so disappointed.
Well, keep an eye on the build for sure. A couple of Trinity Forces on the side of Splyce, speaking of item spikes, and see if Wunder's able to do enough damage with that item. Still trying to play it out on towers, but meanwhile, Nuclear is knocking down the last of the outers for the Splyce boys. So, getting closer and closer to that 20-minute mark. The gold lead's growing.
We're running some ARAM. We're getting it from Splyce now.
There we go.
Mickey has flash. Wait for it.
See if he goes in. He's walking.
Just like body slam in, and then Sencux can land his snare.
Odo's around the side. Here comes Jankos, though. They're getting collapsed on, but Wunder, he's going to try to do some of his own. Kobbe able to shift out. Jankos still waiting just at the side. Goes in for Kobbe. That's a lot of damage. And he gets a stop up on Mikyx on the bullet strike, forcing the flash out. True shot barrage. Gonna get intercepted by Chei. H2K as a unit right now. Hard to break through.
Yeah, Wunder needs them split up. He's good 1v1. He's not very good 5-on-5. He's going.
Find Nuclear. They're going in. There's the laser. Is it enough damage? Right now, it is all over the place. Nuclear getting kicked forward, but he's got the Shen shield on, and it's a double kill over to Chei as he was wreaking havoc in the Splyce backline. Trashy Sencux trying to scramble out of here, but Trashy's gone down. It is only Sencux left up. That's a 1 for 4.
Oh, okay. Well, we didn't get anything we wanted from Splyce.
That was unfortunate.
The laser didn't hit enough. No one was split up either, Pyro.
They'll have to go back and check that one out again.
That became a...
H2K just fought it a lot better.
Yeah, they did. I mean, H2K played their comp, basically. Always a good statement to make.
Yes.
That's the thing. When people want to become casters, they got to learn. We need some of these empty statements where no one can disagree with you. Like, they're very important. Very important.
Here we go. Here's the fight again.
Yeah, H2K just doing their job, you know, doing enough to win the fight.
Here's the Jankos damage. Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah. It's a lot of damage from Jankos. Just doing what he needs to do here to win the fight.
Yeah, I mean, they forced the flash out of Mickey so he couldn't do it aggressively, and then Chei intercepts the true shot.
So Mickey, where are you, man? You need to get in there, because now when Wunder goes in, he's useless. He's full damage. That does nothing. And then laser was only on Nuclear.
And the Nuclear gets the Shen shield.
Big play from Trashy, but that's about it.
Everyone got split up at the end of that one.
That's nice.
Yep.
It's not enough, Pyre. It's not enough.
I mean, it's hard. You need to be able to do a lot more than that in a fight. I mean, and they have a little bit of mismatch in the composition. Trashy trying to do things early. A
little bit of mismatch?
A little bit of mismatch.
Just a little bit?
Yeah. That's a play-by-play one. Talk about getting those little phrases out there. That's one of mine. Okay, Mickey. Oh, barrel dodged. Nicely played. It's apparently all part of the Yamato plan.
What is Yamato wearing, though? What is that green thing? It's not a scarf.
You're asking the important questions today.
But it's not a scarf. It's not a tie. What on earth is that? I like that about him, though, Pyre.
Yeah?
He tries.
Keeps you guessing.
He tries.
That's one way to put it. All right. So far, we've only seen one dragon taking this game, by the way. The next one will be a mountain. It's a ways away. H2K controlling vision. Yes, I'm going back into the objective game because that's the one H2K are playing.
I love how you just dive straight back into the game, Pyre.
Yeah, that's what I like it. Every time. Whoa, Jankos, he might be regretting the fact that he was diving, but Mickey, what a low health bar on that one. He stays alive, but just barely. Whew. Close calls.
So the great coach probably, whenever he talks about his team, he's always really happy, except when you start mentioning Baron. He kind of goes like, ooh, no, we don't like that one. H2K has a habit of, you know, having some issues when it comes to Baron. Not necessarily, you know,
I mean, it's a time-honored tradition in Europe to have a few Baron oopsies.
Chris, the manager, feeling like a young kid again with a poro on his head. Probably he's just angry. He's just so mad right now.
Well, you want to play out as clean a game as you possibly can looking ahead into the playoffs. And
yeah, but how do you do that against Splyce?
I mean, that's
they're trying.
Maybe that's the point, what Splyce is trying to bring out here. Maybe they're trying to tilt Probably.
I just want to see if H2K then can actually like play properly around Baron, because it's not necessarily, you know, they don't understand how to set up vision. It's more during the process of setting up the Baron, something just clicks in the brain of the players and they're like, oh, let's take this really bad fight for no reason when no one from our team is here. And then they lose like 1 or 2 guys and then lose the following fight. And then it's like, but you guys know what to do. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, sometimes you just get a little bit unlucky, too. Like, split-second decision-making is one thing, but sometimes they just get Baron stolen away from them in really rough situations, and maybe it's because they forgot to take Smite, but maybe it's like at Worlds where there's a Karma queue coming in, and you're like, oh, okay.
That one was sad.
That one was unlucky.
God.
Okay, here we go. The fight's on again. Mikyx and Trashy getting the kickoff, but they're losing members already. Nuclear takes down the support. Kobbe getting jumped on by Jankos. Forces the heal out. Wunder's a little late to the party. He gets a jump onto Nuclear, but the rest of H2K collapsing on top of him. That's a 5th kill for Jankos. Laser comes in, and that tickles Chei and Odo.
I feel like this Warwick has been countered a little bit. QSS on Nuclear, and Warwick wants to actually just be a split pusher. But his team is 7k gold down, so he's forced into fighting. Splyce guy's still smiling and laughing.
I'm glad they're having a good time right now. It is looking a little rough for this game, but H2K on the Baron. No smite available for Trashy, so the steal would be pretty damn difficult. He's coming in anyways. Let's see if he's able to make something happen. No, too late. All right, collapsed on, wrong neighborhood. H2K are able to grab the Baron, grab Trashy's life as well, and it's 24.5 in.
Big for the Cooks.
Okay. Whoa, what's he doing out there? Trying to make the outplay right now. Let's see if he can make his great escape. No tower to go back to. Chei flashing forward, and Febiven gets it. Ay, ay, ay.
What was that?
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, ay, ay?
Yeah. That is the only thing you can react with in a situation like this. Wunder getting the fear off, and he gets popped. Mikyx goes in again. It's 1 by 1. They're high-fiving to death. All right, now it's tower time for H2K.
I won the Pyro.
Yes, Deficio.
What is your catchphrase?
It's not ay, ay, ay.
It's not?
It's hello, eSports fans.
Could it be ay, ay, ay?
No.
No?
Somebody else has that catchphrase. Haven't you been watching Power Rangers?
I watched like one of the episodes, and then I was like, I'm kind of done with this.
Fair enough. All right, let's see if H2K end up being able to close this one out. It's very early on in the game, but they're pulling in the Splyce boys 1 by 1 by 1 with the Baron-empowered minions.
It's looking pretty good, Pyro.
Yeah, I think they might win this one.
Splyce clearly showing they're not good enough for playoffs.
But what was that H2K moment you were talking about? You said there was going to be one. When is it coming?
Oh, yeah, don't worry. We got time.
You're talking about in this series or in this game?
I'm going to say in this game, because it typically happens when the game is technically over. I remember IEM semifinal against Flash Rolls game 2. I'm like, this is so good, man. You know, G2's in the final. H2K is going to 2-0 Flash Rolls and get in the final. No one is going to laugh at Europe now. And then the H2K moment happened in that team fight where it's like 35 minutes in. Odoamne TP'd in a smoke screen. Febi flashed into a Syndra stun. They lost the fight, lost the game, and then they lost the 3rd game as well. And I was like, I was basically crying at home, man. I thought this was finally the moment.
Speaking of moments, Wunder thought he had his.
Yeah. Again, Warwick in team fights doesn't work. If you ever play Warwick in solo queue, don't ever team fight.
But that's the counter. They just keep grouping as 5 and building QSS.
I know.
All right.
That's kind of the problem when you fall behind. But that's, again, if you are ever playing Warwick in solo queue, never leave top lane. I don't care if there's nothing left to push. Never leave top lane until Nexus is dead.
The Darius strategy. I like it.
It works. It's actually fairly viable in solo queue. Yeah. So just stay in your split pushing side
Well, I mean,
lane.
he's able to split push effectively. He's got the Titanic, but he's joining the team.
Wunder
going up against Odoamne.
It's like he hasn't played this champion before.
He wants to kill. Look at, they're going for Nuclear, but couldn't get the ulti off. Jankos tanking the front line. They kick him back. Shockwave pulls in 3. Nuclear on a rampage kill now, and that's a double for Febiven as he's able to knock a couple down with the ball. There is a lot of damage on this H2K squad, and they are not even needing to take out inhibitors here. Kobbe under Nexus turrets, getting chunked out. Sencux having to run away the other direction, and, well, Odo's just going to go ahead and fountain dive.
Yeah, why not, you know? Let's see if they can kill the Lux.
Goodbye. No problem. They got the damage, and Oh boy, you got to look at some of those scoreboards right now. Jankos 6-1 has that Infinity Edge, as you predicted. Febiven, Ludenzeko, Morellanomicon, 27.5 minutes in. H2K, they play it out nice and standard. They play it out big. Splyce tried to take the fights, tried for the hero moments, but it just was not enough, and it is all Nexus. H2K will take a big lead in this series. In a minute or two, they're just going to wait to count their scores.
Keep going, Pyro, don't stop.
There we go. Oh, they got the last one. Now it's time to finish the Nexus. GG, boys.
Yeah, that became a bit of a weird one.
Became?
It was a bit of a weird one.
Oh, yeah, minute one.
One team had a draft planned, had an idea of what to do, and they just, you know, picked what they normally would pick. And then the other team we're like, yeah, let's play Warwick top, Lux mid lane, Gragas support. Well, experimentation is sometimes good, but you have to discard what doesn't work. I want to see what Splyce adapt to in game 2, and well, H2K can't be too sad about how the game ended. Didn't end up making one of those moments. To be fair, even though they're not playing for anything in the standings, the players obviously are playing here for honor in a way, because now and momentum. Like this week, right now, all the players and casters and so on, they're voting for the MVP of the entire spring split. Also the all-pro team, the rookie of the split, coach of the split. So a lot of things, maybe some of the players from other teams are sitting at home right now kind of debating, is it Wunder? Is it Odoamne for that all-pro top lane in their mind? And then they see a game like this, and obviously Wunder gets it then. Yeah, of course. I mean, who else is going to play Warwick, right? Like, that's already instantly up in my mind. Even if it doesn't work, you got to give him the credit for doing it. Doesn't matter if you never succeed in anything you do. Just always do new things. Question is, now is Splyce going to go back and maybe play a little more normal and see if they can come back? No, they're not. Are they going to keep with the weird stuff? I think they're going to go even more troll. Oh boy. Like, I don't know. Be in for it. You can obviously say, why don't you just go in and draft like a super serious comp and actually take it like a good scrim? But I think there's a chance they might just go even more troll. Well, and if they get a win, maybe that's a validation. All right, H2K, they've taken game 1 against Splyce. We're going to send it over to the analyst desk and see how they did it.
Thank you very much, Pyra. I don't quite know who I'd give my MVP vote to. Trashy's Lee Sin or Kobbe's Ezreal against that Braum or the Warwick top lane.
I think it's got to be that Lux. Thinking about all those skill shots that he wasn't quite able to land, I think that he had a bit of a difficult time, but it was an exciting game, and I like the fact that Splyce tried.
Mikyx was the shining star.
Mikyx had a sexy Gragas. Yeah. That man barrels.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's about. I don't know why we're at the analyst desk for this match.
No, but we are going to analyze some stuff because H2K played a very good game. We're going to take a look at some of the skirmishes early, some of the kills here and there, starting in the bottom lane.
It was very bloodthirsty. Both teams were very keen to fight, especially Splyce in the bottom lane as well. And I think that this was one of the key defining moments where Splyce really demonstrated that they are a playoff team, right, Mitch?
Oh yeah. Totally, Andy. I definitely agree. I do like Gragas support into melee matchups, though. I think Mikyx, despite all the kind of shenanigans that were going on, like trying to 2v2 top lane against the Shen as 2 melees while you're level 5, and then flashing while you're getting followed. Anyways, back to Mikyx. I think he showed that you can definitely abuse melee matchups as Gragas early on, relying on base damages and good flashes. The problem is that our boy Kobbe really doesn't understand what the Braum shield does. So that's one ultimate in there, and then there's going to be quite a few later on as well, where Chei was blocking a lot of projectiles.
Oh, the poros. Vedius, you are a resident mid lane expert. Talk to me about the viability of Lux, about the Lux-Orianna matchup, and about the Lux late game power.
I mean, Lux very much revolves around the 2-item spike of Morello and Ludenzeko, because one of the big things that she relies on is the ability to, at the very least, clear out the caster minions. She also really values high cooldown reduction because of how long her cooldowns are. The biggest issue that you have with Lux is if you miss your skill shots, there's a very big window where you can no longer do damage, which is something that Orianna doesn't struggle with because of the very low cooldowns that she has with her Q and her W. So typically Orianna does have the mid lane priority and push and power, and she's usually the favorite in this matchup, but Orianna doesn't have a laser, and that's really the big distinguishing factor that you have when you are Lux. And as a Lux pro yourself, you know how easy it is to be able to hit those
basic.
Big
of course,
ultimates.
I like Lux. Mitch, what did you want to say?
No, I think Lux. The threat of the Q is often better than the Q itself. It's a bit like Blitzcrank, so you really can't waste it, because every time Sencux died, it's because after he wasted Q, he realized it has like a 9-second cooldown. It's an okay-ish pick, maybe. I loved playing it myself because I'm a really bad player and I have no mechanics, so just funneling everything into like
you
a one
just
shot.
insulted a whole lot of Lux players.
Yeah. Lux is an easy champion for bad players.
That's
like
right.
nobody with actual mechanics plays this champion. But
Bard.
it's really same. It's really just good to wait for a few seconds until it all lines up, and then you like smash every button on your keyboard, and then if they die, you're a hero, and if you missed, everything is gone. It all depends on the queue. So it's best to wait for people to come to you, have your team distract them, and then try and find somebody in the fight with Q. Sencux was, hang on, mate.
Okay.
Sencux was trying to fish in the backline every time with Q, and it failed, and then obviously H2K took a team fight. No, you can't.
But
What? Did you just snap your fingers at him? Are you kidding me? You don't do that. You can't. I'm so sorry.
I will,
No, it's
I will
fine, it's
unsnap it.
fine.
I will unsnap my
You'll
fingers.
unsnap? That's perfect. Right, well, I was just going to say that clearly Lux is a little bit too difficult of a champion for Sencux, so
Yeah.
maybe he needs to go one step further. Maybe Annie is the direction that he
Ooh,
needs to
I
take.
play that too.
Oh, interesting, interesting. We're seeing a pattern here. But I mean, it's point and click. You have a bear, it's 2v1 in the mid lane rather than 1v1. There's a lot of variation that you can go for if you need a simpler mid lane champion to play.
Yeah, I got the note we have to move on because I think we're straying a bit. But H2K, they were like, no, we do want to try this comp in game 1. They played it out. They didn't get derailed by any of the shenanigans, and they closed out game 1. So maybe that opens up. I know that probably Febiven is one of those guys who's like, oh, come on, let me play something fun. Come on.
I think that if Prolly were to just sit this game out, maybe we could see a few more interesting picks. I just think that right now, a lot of the players have a lot of respect towards their coach and they want to please their overlord. And that's why we're seeing a lot more seriousness.
Yeah, but it is also a mindset thing. This is the last time these guys will be on stage before they enter it again for a playoff match, and you really don't want to get any bad habits to please the viewers, right? And I think that's where H2K is coming from. They were developing some slightly over-eager habits in the last few weeks, so keeping it like super kind of clean, I think, is a good approach from H2K. Obviously, it's less exciting for us. When a match doesn't matter much, we want to see like the scrim environment, but I totally get it from their side.
So do I. Well, H2K with a good start to this series. We'll be back for game 2 after the break.
You actually have to put on your seatbelt.
Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay.
That's not a...
Jankos turns it back around.
Oh, it looks so good though.
Wait, the laser! Oh, that one hurt. Fortunately, Febiven gets Trashy. Mikyx trying to make some more plays. Chei will fall. In comes Wunder. Right around the backside, looking for nuclear. Doesn't have the damage, but a double kill for Sencux. He was wreaking havoc in the Splyce backline. Trashy, Sencux trying to scramble out of here, but Trashy's gone down.
I blame coach for this one.
Next time we get him.
Nuclear on a rampage kill now, and that's a double for Febiven as he's able to knock a couple down. H2K, they play it out nice and standard. They play it out big. Splyce tried to take the fight, tried for the hero moments, but it just was not enough, and it is all Nexus. H2K will take a big lead in this series.